Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. I am Donna. This is my husband, Brian. Say hello, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
A few months ago, we decided to do a podcast bringing awareness to men's mental health. Brian suffers from anxiety, depression, and panic disorder. So we kind of did his story, growing up, how it was when the panic disorder set in, how he copes, how he doesn't cope, what he can do, what he can't do, and everything in between. We're not here to give medical advice. We're just talking. It's our opinions.
It's in the name of the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Couple opinions. If you are watching this, it's probably, and you want your child to watch it,
You're probably really bored.
and you want your child to watch it, you might want to sit with them because there's a lot of adult content. His language can get a little obnoxious at times. If you're easily offended, this podcast probably isn't for you. But if you do like what you hear and what you're saying, please subscribe. And any questions, comments, feel free to ask. Leave them in the comment section. If you don't want to leave it in the comment section because you're afraid somebody might see it and say something to you, you can always email us.
And if the email's not in the description, leave us a comment and I'll put one in there because I forget sometimes.
So tonight's episode is going to be a little different. We figured we'll have some fun. We're just going to go back and forth and ask each other questions, not necessarily about mental health, just about life in general, and go from there and see what happens. Keep in mind, we have been together almost 10 years, so nothing should really shock us.
Never know.
This is true. He has no idea what my worst nightmares are, so.
I get some of them.
You may start. Age before beauty.
Anyway. Okay, so big topic in the news right now is aliens. Which, I mean, it's always been a thing since the, I don't know what, 50s movies and stuff like that. TV shows and all that. But now there are, people coming out with the military images from cockpits and radar and all that stuff. Believe in aliens or no?
I enjoyed Alf. He was pretty cool. E.T. made me cry. Men in Black did nothing for me. So, no, not really. If I had to pick an alien, I'd go with Alf. He was so cute.
I'm talking about whether they're actually.
I don't think so.
Believe that there are aliens?
No. I mean, I know some fucked up people that live in this world that are humans. I don't think anyone can trump them. So, no, I'm not.
They could be the aliens.
They could be. I don't know. But no. What about you?
I also don't believe in them, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to discredit somebody who thinks that they exist.
If one landed out front, it wouldn't surprise me.
Would you invite it in for coffee or tea?
I don't drink either one of them.
Would you invite it in for
I hope
milk?
They like water or milk.
Would you invite it in for milk and cookies?
Yeah. I mean, if one landed, I'd be intrigued, but...
would you want to be probed?
No.
Okay.
No, thank you. Now, if they have some healing shit that they can do, where you just walk through a scanner and they heal all your problems, awesome. Could you get your ass here a little quicker?
Okay, so that brings me to another question.
But as long as along those lines, with most things, except talking, just because I don't believe in it doesn't mean it's not true. Or it's not real. It's just my opinion is I haven't seen enough yet. And by that, I mean, I've watched like 2 YouTube videos on them. So I don't I haven't delved into that thing because it just never interested me. The movies are great, Independence Day and shit like that. But nah, I mean, like I said, if there are, fine. If there aren't, then
I can't do it.
Nanu.
I can't do it. So you're an alien. I'm not.
I thought that was the Star Trek thing.
What did Mork and Mindy what did Mork and Mindy do? He did that. Nanu, didn't he?
What did the Star Trek?
I'm not a Trekkie, so I don't know.
Was it this one?
I don't know. You had made a comment about if they had healing powers. Do you believe in any of the Native American healing powers?
The what?
The Native American healing, like the holistic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, I'm not a archaeologist or historian or know anything about that shit. I mean, there's still uncontacted tribes or even tribes that have had limited contact that don't have viruses, don't get infection. They have stuff for it when they get sick and like, so they must know something.
Right.
So, it's probably stuff that I still wouldn't take or eat.
Yeah, most of it's all from the earth.
Like,
so
here,
yeah.
eat this powdered deer penis.
Yeah, it's
I can't do it.
yeah, it's all from the earth. But okay, your turn.
I mean, mushrooms right now, I think, I'm not sure if that's the same as a psilocybin. Is that what's in the mushroom?
Mm-hmm.
That's another big thing, big topic right now is the healing powers of how that kind of going on one of those. I think they have like spaces for them now. Not spaces, but maybe ranches or places you can go and have these experiences.
Oh, it's called
with a psilocybin, and you go through this trip, and it kind of resets your brain.
It's called hibiscus or something. It's
biscuits.
Hibiscus or something.
That's a flower.
No, it's something. It's you trip.
Yeah, it's the magic mushroom, the psilocybin.
Yeah, it's something.
I believe that's the right one.
No, I don't.
Well, whatever. I'm sure there's a few of them, but
I have an issue with that.
It's natural. I don't have a problem with natural remedies and stuff. I believe in them more than I do the pharmaceutical companies.
That's not why I have the issue with that. There's been cases where you go to these events that have that, where women are sexually assaulted.
No. You completely misunderstood what I was saying.
Oh.
I'm not talking about Coachella or
no.
or
I'm not
a
talking.
rave.
No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about facilities.
A legitimate.
Yeah.
You're monitored. You do the whole thing. I'm not. Let's keep this late.
Yeah, no, I am. That was. There was one up in. I want to say it was New York.
Most of the ones that I've heard of them are like either in like South America or Mexico, Central America, or out west. New Mexico, places like that.
Yeah, there was one that.
And most of them, from what can remember or heard of, a lot of them are Native Americans, and they have these rituals, and people have sworn that they've quit smoking or drugs or alcohol. It's completely changed their outlook, and it's kind of rewired them by going through this. Now, the trip is supposed to be a little traumatic. I don't know if it's you living your life and.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I'm not 100% on that one.
I know South Dakota.
They must remember it if they know that they went through all that, like puking and shit.
Well, I know there's a place in South Dakota that I don't know if they still do it. They did for a short time, and people were saying that. I know the one woman that spoke was like she doesn't remember. She remembers feeling different, but like she couldn't tell you exactly each step of it. But I do know there was, and the only reason I know about the one in New York is because unfortunately it made headlines in the news about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even been longer than that, where they rented out like an event space and they did it. I highly doubt it's the same stuff that you find in native grounds.
Yeah, well, obviously with anything, somebody's going to find a way to exploit it.
Yeah.
But there are ones that are very intimate and, Now, there was one guy that said they actually do the burial where they bury you just like you're fully buried underground with a tube to breathe and a little bell while you're tripping.
Oh, that would freak me out.
Yeah. And, but I mean, the dirt's like only a couple inches above you. So if you wanted to, you could probably get out of it if you had to, if you freaked out that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. That would just.
But something with that and you giving, basically, it's to me, it sounds like you're giving up control. And most people don't understand that you don't control shit in your life or the world.
Right.
Like most of it's outside things. But other medications and remedies and stuff, I definitely think that, because how could they have survived that long without, unless they were having like 50 kids and 30 of them died, and 20, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
Like there had to be that stuff. And I mean, most medications are derived from some form of plant that they then turn into chemicals. And
It's crazy, too, if you look at most of the Native Americans, most of them still have that very young-looking skin, very, very vibrant.
oh, when you have to get up while it's dark and start, you know, farming, growing, hunting, making your own clothes, making, catching your meal. Like if you don't catch dinner, you don't eat.
Yeah.
It's not like getting up and ordering DoorDash or going to the Acme. There's a big difference in having to survive and just walking up to the store.
When we were in Tennessee, we've been on one of the reservations. And
Tennessee or North Carolina? I know you went to Cherokee Nation in North Carolina.
so it would have been North Carolina then. And it's an experience. I want to go to. I know I'll never get there, but I would love to go to South Dakota. My native heritage is Sioux Indian, and they're a big reservations in South Dakota, and like my father's been there, and he's brought back. You've seen the blankets, the dream catchers, and I don't know if you ever saw the peace pipe we have, and the axe, or not the axe, the spear.
Tomahawk? Oh, spear.
We have a tomahawk and the spear. And I would just like to talk to them, like get their outlook on life is so much different than ours. And they are so, it's funny because growing up here, people are like, I'm one with the soil. They are literally one with the soil. Everything they do is from the soil. So it's very interesting.
And they don't fuck shit up. And, they use... when they go hunting, or they use every piece of that animal. That's they don't waste anything. But
all right, your turn.
What other topics are going on these days? And you can tell we've thought this out extensively.
World Cup. What do you think about it?
I couldn't fucking care less. That's the rest of the world. Soccer's not a thing here. And you can tell that this will be in November, December, and we're talking about it in July. No, I don't really care. It's not impacting me one way or the other. If I lived in a city where it was going on, that would probably bug me. But besides seeing the crap in the stores, all the merchandise that's all going to get sent to some third world country because nobody bought it. I guess they're just trying to push soccer in this country. And it's like, I know like we have the union that's not that far from us.
I don't know if they're trying to push soccer or is it trying to push the blend of all the countries coming together?
No, they're trying to push soccer over here. That's how I say it. It's my
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know.
This country's never.
I mean, we have a U.S. soccer team, but
Well, we have Major League Soccer too.
yeah.
But those stadiums are. I don't even know how big. 6, 7, 8,000 people, maybe a little bit more.
That stadium's pretty big. I don't know. I've never gone to a soccer game there. I've only gone to concerts there.
And like I said, the Union's about 10 minutes from us.
Yeah, like I said, I've only been to concerts there.
Zero interest in going and watching a game. And if they won a championship in this town, it's not going to count for shit.
No,
If you're not one of the 4 major teams, I don't care if you were. We used to have a indoor football league called the Soul that won. Nobody cared. We've got lacrosse, the Wings. Nobody cared.
Well, now I will say.
Lacrosse fans like yourself cared. Nobody else did.
Well, that's what I was going to say. But here's the difference between them and the typical professional athlete. The lacrosse players had 9-to-5 jobs. They had to because the money didn't pay.
That doesn't have anything to do with them winning and nobody giving a shit.
Well, I think it does because they don't put as much spotlight on it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, because nobody goes.
And
I remember going as a kid, and you could just walk right down and sit up front because there wasn't anybody there.
yeah, you couldn't do that back in like 96, 97. Yeah, that's how like it got bigger. But I'll be honest with you, the Sixers,
Well,
you could do that now with them.
yeah, actually, no. But that's another thing where the 4 major sports, well, hockey, I don't know. But basketball, baseball, and football, it seems like no matter how bad they suck, the stars and the people keep their
Yeah, but
season tickets and they'll go to the games or the team will just go pick up a superstar and people will show up and it's like, I don't know why they're just going to suck ass like they did the past 10 years here in Philadelphia.
so my job actually did tickets to the Sixers. It was I forget what game it was. But literally the tickets were $15 a piece. And
Courtside?
I don't know how close they were, but I had seen one of my former students goes to a lot of the games, and she was like, I think she spent $18 on tickets. She goes, and we got moved up because it was empty. And I was like, for the Sixers, like, I'm not a Sixers fan.
Lately, I guess. I haven't followed them. So I know there was something called the process where they kept tanking to try and get the number 1 pick and then fuck that up and trade them and get somebody else. And then they got, I don't even remember his name. And they can't get past a certain round of the playoffs and they suck. And I mean, the Flyers are no better.
The Flyers just picked somebody up.
The Phillies keep choking every time they get to the deep into the playoffs or into the playoffs at all or whatever. The only ones that have been doing anything for the past 10 years is the Eagles. I've kind of gotten out of sports completely, though.
Yeah, and I'm not an Eagles fan. So.
Like professional sports, I got tired of all the political and all that stuff that just kept intermingling. It's like, you know what? If I want to watch, I'll turn on the news. It's like I don't want to see it on that stuff. So it just chases certain people away. And, you know, I wasn't spending any money on it, so it's not like they lost anything.
Yeah, really.
I don't think I own. I think you've got me a couple Eagles shirts and a hat.
Probably.
And literally, I think that's all I have as far as anything. Oh, I have a Flyers jersey that's going to get turned into a Lindros. If anybody remembers the 90s, Eric Lindros was my favorite Flyer. And that'll get turned into his captain's jersey from back then.
Yeah, I think I have a Eagles shirt. I have a Kelsey helmet, which that's not Eagles, that's Jason Kelsey, completely different. And
except it's on an Eagles helmet.
Yes, because that's the team he played on, but he's
well.
If it would have been somebody else, I would have been like, eh.
They didn't have just an NFL helmet. Sorry.
But yeah, I'm not a fan. All right, next question.
I'm trying to think of what all is going on in the world today. Unfortunately, I don't keep up with it. Or if I do find out, I'm very late to the party on everything.
He is.
I'll find a new song and go, oh, this band's amazing. It's like, yeah, they're from 1993. Like, oh. Well, there you go. What's your favorite kind of music? Get ready for this party of suck.
I like a lot of different types of. It's not one favorite.
Okay, what channel is always on your car when I get in after you go to work?
So you can't go by that, dude, because I listen to. No, it's not the music, because I listen to the thing they do in the morning with the 10-second.
What kind of music channel is it?
It's a country channel. But if you go out to my car right now, what's on?
That's because I was driving.
No. When you got in my car tonight, what was on?
That's because I was driving the car.
No, bullcrap. I went to therapy and got my oil changed today.
Oh.
So do you want to keep running with the mouth? I like all different stuff. I like country. I like 80s.
But you listen to country way more than anything else.
Probably because after a while, I get tired of hearing the same songs over and over again. And unfortunately, Hair Nation, that's all they've been doing.
Okay, but you could put on a playlist from YouTube Music or Spotify of any genre and you won't get that.
Yeah, except
And
I don't do that. I use XM radio in my car. That's it. I don't do any of the other crap.
I find it a little weird that you hear the same thing over and over again, yet when I listen to country, all I hear is the same thing over and over again.
That's because according to you, they all sound the same. That's like we were watching TV last night and they're talking about some show coming on and you're like, who's Shabuzi? And I'm like, you know a song? No, I don't. I was going to play them the song.
I never heard of Shabuzi.
Do you want me to play you the song?
No.
Because you know the song.
No.
It's the song Tipsy.
Tipsy?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that.
Yes, you do.
Is that the... I thought that was the... Oh, wait,
No,
wait.
not that I'm drunk and I want to go home. Not that one.
No. Let me finish the... What the hell is it called? I thought it was Bougie like something or
You're talking
Natty Ice and shit.
You're
How We Do. Sitting in a Walmart parking lot or some shit.
I gotta see you say. I know the song you're talking about, but I can't.
Oh, big country western fan. You don't even know the song I'm talking about?
Yes, I know. I can't think of the name of it though.
Isn't that How We Do?
Oh, hold on. How do you spell bougie? Oh, here it is.
I don't know how you spell bougie.
You're talking about Fancy Like by Walker Hayes. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's so much different than Shabuzi's song.
It's after this, I'll play it for him and he'll feel like an idiot.
One, I won't, and two, you don't have to.
No, because I want to prove to you that you know the song. Because every time we heard it in the car, you're like, "This is country."
Oh well, because the stuff now is not country.
It's modern country.
It's not even modern. It's just pop.
It's not. Okay.
It's pop, so it sells albums.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you.
You're telling me it's the same as Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings?
Some of it is, yes.
Bladen Shelton Blake. Bladen Shelk.
What's his name?
It doesn't matter.
What's his name?
Shelton Blake. Blelton Shake, whatever. Sounds like a song. He'll do the Shelton Blake or the blatant choke.
You're so wrong. What's his name?
Shelton Blake.
No, he's not.
Belt and shake.
Do you mean Blake Shelton?
Oh, I still didn't say it right. Who the fuck is Shelton Blake?
I have no idea.
It sounded right. I don't know. I kind of like Belt and Shake. Sounds like a country song. Shake and bake, belt and shake. Whatever. But what's his name? Blake Shelton.
Yes.
And the weird thing was, I never heard of him until
The Voice.
The Voice. Yeah.
And it's so. I'll give you an example. Now that my side hurts from laughing so hard.
Said it 3 ways, and none of them are correct.
And I was like, say it again. You're like Shelton Blake. Like with so much confidence.
There's got to be somebody that's close to that.
My song that I love from him was Austin. And that's...
I know he did a song, or, well, I don't know. This is him. God's Country?
Yeah, it's him.
Dirt?
No, that's not him.
Dirt Road?
No, that's not him.
Dirt Truck?
No. Dirt Road.
I don't know. There's a bunch of songs with dirt in the title.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of songs.
No, there are some that I like. Very few. And actually, they're probably I don't even know where they're from. Like, Zach Brown has a song that I like. I was going to say the Osbournes, but that's a reality show.
Brother Osborne.
Yeah. Lady Antebellum.
Lady A.
Yeah, it's Lady Antebellum. And there was a dude who sang one with, is it Usher? I almost want to say it was Tim McGraw.
It was.
Or Nelly.
He actually he did one with both, but yeah, Tim McGraw. It's called I just heard it.
I think the one that I'm thinking of is with Nelly, because they actually make reference to it in the Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah,
The Longest Yard, the remake, and they say "Get your country ass over there" or something. I'm assuming that's what they were referring to.
Yeah, over and over.
That's right. But, like, besides those, I can't really think of any. I can't stand, like, the chicken wheel or wagon wheel. Wagon fried chicken wheel. Or chicken fried and wagon wheel. Chicken wheel, whatever.
I can't. My side hurts from laughing.
I can't eat fried wagon. It's just too tough.
So you don't like Darius Rucker?
Is that the dude from Blowfish?
Hootie and the Blowfish, yeah.
Is that his song?
Wagon Wheel's his song.
I don't know. Personally, I don't know him, so I can't say I don't like him.
No, I'm meaning his
But
music.
that I can't stand that. I've never heard anything else, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But
he has a couple of really good ones.
that song,
How about Jason Aldean?
you'd have to name songs. I don't.
Try That in a Small Town.
I like that one.
Yeah, I figured you would. Dirt Road. Yeah,
I don't know who does it.
Jason Aldean. Yeah.
I'm kind of humming something in my head, and I'm like, that might be it. You're not going to hear it. I actually like that one. For some reason, the two chicks about I'm tired and I want to go home.
Miranda Lambert and
Except the lyrics are actually, I'm drunk and I don't want to go home.
yeah, you changed them. Miranda Lambert and
Is it Ellie King or something
yes,
like
Ellie
that?
King and Miranda Lambert.
I didn't change it. That's what I thought they were saying. I'm tired and I want to go
No.
home. Because that would be me.
Yeah, so I mean, but I like one of my favorite artists is Ozzy. You know that.
I think you like him more for him than the music.
No, I like his music too. I like Five Finger Death Punch.
And I'm not a fan of them.
I like Ghost.
The only song that I like from Five Finger Death Punch is their cover of Bad Company.
One of my favorite songs is well, there's a lot of the good ones. I'm trying to think. Heckle and Jide's one of Heckle.
Heckle and Jide. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Jekyll and Hyde. I do that all the time. Got Your Six. There's a lot of them that I like. I also like.
Don't they have one? It's not South of Heaven because I think that's Slayer. It's something with the word South in it.
It's one of the. Hold on, it's one of the new ones.
South of Heaven, Slayer.
Wrong Side of Heaven.
Oh no, that's not the one I was thinking.
I also like Wash It All Away. I also like.
Wash It All Away is not bad.
I also like. There's a lot of different bands that I like. I don't fit into a box when it comes to music. I never have. There's certain groups that I can't stand.
Name them.
Not a fan of Bruce Springsteen.
Nobody's going to see this anyway.
Not a fan of Bruce Springsteen. I am not a fan of. There's a lot of like the pop ones I'm not a huge fan of.
Sting.
Yeah, can't stand Sting, can't stand, and that isn't because of his music. That's for other reasons.
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine. And I'll explain why I don't care.
Nah, you don't need to.
Yeah, it's just see different sides.
I'm sure if you think about it, you can figure it out.
I'm trying to think who else. I like Kid Rock. Most people are like, I like Kid Rock. I think he's. I've seen him in concert. He's an incredible performer.
I don't care about the political shit. I'm just thinking music wise. I mean,
I'll be honest. I didn't like him until I saw him in concert. He was okay.
oddly, the one song that I like is the duet that he does with
Sheryl Crow. Picture.
Like, I think I like that one the most. Some of the other ones are okay.
Yeah, like I said, I really once I saw him in concert.
American Badass. I don't know, the one that Undertaker used to come out to.
American Badass.
Ball with the Ball. Like, it was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, and I didn't love it. I don't have any of his albums, but I mean, he seems like a cool dude. But
was not a huge Korn fan until I saw him in concert.
One of my top 5 bands of all time.
And I think I wasn't a huge fan because I never really was introduced to their music. They actually played at a festival I was at down in Maryland. They were amazing. I saw them twice after that. They were amazing. So much energy. I've seen Metallica a couple times.
Now, what about like more classic stuff? Like, even how about Van Halen? And I mean Van Halen, the original.
Yeah.
Lineup.
Yeah.
Foreigner.
Yes, I do like Foreigner.
What about the classics like Zeppelin, Stones, The Who?
Not a fan of the Stones. Zeppelin, I have a few of their songs that I don't mind. The Who, everyone's going to think I'm crazy. I loved Tommy.
Is that a song?
It was a rock opera. You've never seen it?
Oh, no.
It's about the pinball wizard.
I know the song Pinball Wizard.
So it's actually when I was in,
Why is it called Tommy if it's about Pinball Wizard?
because that's who the pinball wizard was, Tommy.
Oh.
When I was in, I want to say 7th or 8th grade, maybe 6th, 7th, and 8th, I think every year we saw it. Our music teacher, Mr. Bendinelli, introduced it to us. And we were all like, we got to watch the what? Well, after you watched the first one, you were hooked on it. We watched it every year. And that's actually how I got introduced to The Who. So to me, that was really cool.
Now, what about like prog bands like Rush? Dream Theater.
I actually saw Fish.
That's not a prog band. That's like a jam band, like
it's weird
Grateful
though,
Death.
because
Grateful Dead, not Grateful Death. No, we haven't been drinking or doing anything else. It's just this is
Was
a
it
normal
Fish?
Conversation.
Fish I saw actually at a bar.
I think
Which was
they're
crazy.
I think they're just a jam band, like the Grateful Dead. They're not progressive. I don't.
Rush is okay. I'm not going to run out and stand in line to get tickets to their concert.
I think it's an acquired taste. Dream Theater's another band that's prog, but it's a lot heavier.
But yet I went and saw Dropkick Murphys.
Well, that's neither.
No, but I'm saying, like, when I say my taste in music is very...
No, I was just interested in the prog stuff.
Yeah, I'm not...
Tool.
Seen them in concert.
Did you like them? Because a lot of people don't, be 12-minute songs, or it's,
Again,
it's not a normal drum beat. You can't dance to it, let's put it that way.
here's the thing. If you have never heard of a band or never listened to it, and then you saw them in concert, you're going to have a whole different take on the band. Mm-hmm. So yeah, when I saw them, I was like, a friend that I was with was like, "You've never?" I was like, "No," and I was big on going to festivals. Like, I've done Ozfest a couple of times. I did the Summer Sanitarium. I did 3 shows of the Summer Sanitarium, and I did.
Did you do the Family Values with like Korn, Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
Stuff?
I did Rock of Allegiance 3 times. So I actually saw Korn. Oh, he's going to hate me on this one. I saw Korn, Limp Bizkit, Metallica, Kid Rock, System of a Down, Powerman 5000. And there was one other band, I can't think who it was, all at one of the Summer Sanitarium concerts down in Baltimore. It was a long, hot day, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was a cool show. And like I said, I never heard of Powerman 5000 until that show.
I think they only had that one hit. I think that was Rob Zombie's nephew or some relation to him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think. Which, if you listen to it, you kind of go, okay.
It makes sense. Now I've gone to and here's the flip side. I'll listen to them, but I've seen Toby Keith in concert 3 times. Huge Toby Keith fan. God rest his soul. I've seen Tim McGraw. I've seen Miranda Lambert. Montgomery Gentry, the last time they toured before.
Who?
Montgomery Gentry. It's a country duo. The one died in the aircraft over in Jersey. I've seen them. I've done the XTU anniversary shows.
What, the freebies?
Yeah, where you had to win the tickets, yeah. Or if you bought the summer season pass, you got the tickets for free. So it's, again, my music taste is very, it's crazy. There are certain bands I would like to see again. Not many. If I could, I would like to see Zach Wild. And up until, this is going to sound horrible, and he's probably going to hate me because he's a Zach Wild fan, I had no desire until I heard Ozzy's song and the song he did for
Dimebag, which you hadn't heard until recently.
Yeah. And I didn't even know he did that until I watched an interview with him and his wife. And he was saying how Ozzy's song came to play, how he came up with it. And his wife had mentioned the song.
He already had the music.
Correct.
The music had already been
Correct.
recorded.
And he was sitting in his
prior, and then
he was sitting in his office, his library, and I'm just trying to picture him actually sitting in a library, like, and a book fell.
His wife's the one who said what to call it,
and it just. And then I actually watched that concert when they released the song. I actually watched it live.
Right. Well, his is, for the most part, his is another one where if you're not into like really heavy metal, then you're not going to like it.
And I can say I've actually seen him with Ozzy.
And that's a totally different music.
Yep, totally different.
Him with Ozzy and him with Black Label Society are two totally different bands.
Yeah. But yeah, so my music taste is all over. I'm a sucker for the 80s, 90s love songs. And there's some really strange ones that I like that we'll go around in the car and we'll play music trivia. And he's really good at it. It's disgusting.
We basically, what we'll do is we'll put on YouTube music, block the screen out, and then who's ever driving has to, who's ever not driving will pick a 80s, 80s hits, and then we'll just play them, and you got to try and guess who it is and the name of the song.
Yeah, so, I mean, and yours is simple. You like, I know, like...
No, it's not. I know you're going to just go, metal.
No, you like other stuff besides metal. I mean...
I like shit that nobody would ever guess.
Yeah.
Like, I like Andrea Bocelli, who's a tenor, the blind tenor.
You also like some of Ed Sheeran stuff.
Yeah. Adele. I like Motown. A lot of blues. Don't like classic rock. Not a fan except for Black Sabbath. There's a couple Led Zeppelin songs I like, but I can't stand the Beatles, the Stones, the Who.
You don't like the Who at all?
Nah.
I think if you watch Tommy, you'd get a little different. It's their music, but it's not.
I don't like the music. It's just watching a video about it is not going to make me like the music anymore. Now, I was not a Kiss fan. I was a Kiss fan as far as the way they looked. I wasn't a fan of their music because I wasn't really exposed to it until a lot later. And honestly, the first Kiss songs I remember hearing were like in movies or stuff like that. And actually, I'll tell you when I got it. When I actually heard some Kiss songs were during the hair band days in the 80s. And they had Heaven's on Fire and Tears Are Falling, Lick It Up. Those were the songs that I liked, and they can't stand them. But I got a newfound respect for them after watching the documentary for Paul and Gene. So, I mean, that may happen, but I'm still not going to like...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't...
I'm still not going to like the Who's music. It's just not my thing. And there's a lot of it. I don't like Stevie Ray Vaughan's. He's a blues, rock, whatever, and one of the best guitar players. It's just not my thing. a lot of the bands that I listen to that, people haven't heard of or whatever, and a lot of my music that I like just is stuff that moves me. So that's why Korn, Pantera, Metallica, Rob Zombie, that kind of like thrash or groove metal or whatever is Godsmack is what I'll lean towards. Even
They're good in person too.
yeah, Coal Chamber. But I also like the Police and Genesis and Phil Collins and Chicago, Foreigner, Bad Company,
I like Chicago.
or is that 38 Special? Whoever. Boston. So, I mean, it's just.
You're not like me. It's
If I like it, I like it.
yeah.
I don't care what the genre is. Now, most of the time when I get in a car, it's, Black Label Society is one of my top bands. Along, again, Rammstein, Rob Zombie, Korn, Metallica, Van Halen, Pantera. They're the ones that I go to, like when I'm airbrushing, I put on stuff. And as much as I hate AI, artificial intelligence, there's some guy that made up this band. It's called Cortex US. And I'll put on that playlist, and because it just has that guitar driven riff, just that chugging, grinding, and I just love that sound. And it, you can bounce along to it and stuff. So that's the music that I gravitate towards. But there are times where I'll just sit and I'll put a Phil Collins playlist in the background while I'm doing something, or Journey or Foreigner, so kind of all over the place, except country.
He does like some country. Don't let him act like he doesn't.
Yeah, there's 5 or 6 songs.
He's so full of crap. All right. On that note, I think we're going to end this here. We'll come back for part 2. What do you think?
Sure.
All right. We will be back, guys.